South Africans now mocking Chidima. I think the story is getting all big at the end of the day. But it is an interesting breakthrough for Chidima because right now she has been invited to represent Nigeria at the Miss Universe. And a lot of people are really excited about that. But South Africans are really coming out to say yes. They are trying to claim back Chidima. So anything concerning Nigeria is always toxic for South Africa. That is something I got to understand by this whole story. According to them, they said Chidima now wants to represent Nigeria with their own language, with their own English, with their own culture, with their own makeup, with their own rules, everything about. But you guys came out to say Chidima has a different or foreign this thing that a foreigner cannot be. So I don't really understand South Africans in this whole story. I don't really understand. I think South Africans, they have a basic issue, and that issue is an identity crisis. That is something I got to understand. And inferiority complex is also a major problem of South Africans. Most of them, they don't really believe in themselves. When you hate your own color, somebody that looks like you, and then appreciate somebody that looks different from you, I think there must be something psychological about all of this, and that is the problem with South Africa. South Africans, make una relax. We don't take back Chidima. Make una just forget about her. So that is what it is. I got to understand that among the people that made up your own, the makeup artist for your own Miss South Africa, we have about 4 Nigerians there, and you guys are not really talking about that. Why are you so afraid of Nigeria? That is the question, South Africa. They are always in competition with Nigerians. You guys brought Amapiano. We took it to the Grammy and got nominations with it. So what is your own problem? When you talk about everything, we are ahead of you. But you guys will say that you are richer than Nigeria. So the last time I checked, the South African population, the black population of South Africa, they are sharing this 15% wealth of South Africa. When you do the math, you will understand that a particular South African, the capital or the per capita income of a black South African is less than $50. And that is a broke ass for me. That is something I kind of understand. And they are squatters in their own country. That is another thing they need to actually look into and forget about Nigeria. We don't let una be. So let's start living the life and get to live ahead. That is something you need to understand. Make una move ahead. Forget about this issue. Let's start living our life. Nigerians are really unique people anywhere they are. When you talk about the global performance of artists, we don't take on there. When you talk about movies, we don't take on there. Something kind of flashback in my brain right now, in my memory lane, that a person of DJ Wazi said one thing about South Africans. That was like in 2001. He was beaten up in South Africa for playing a Nigerian song at a party. That is something to show you that this guy don't tell whether they beef Nigeria and other things. And when you sponsor your kind of your competition with hate in mind, forget you don't go anywhere. That is what is happening to South Africa. The likes of Tyler has come out to condemn your actions towards Chidima. The likes of even the Miss South Africa herself came out to condemn the action and all those things. You guys are not still comfortable with that. You have basic problems and you need to fix it. Chidima has now accepted the offer to represent Nigeria at the Miss Universe, and a lot of people are really excited about that. You need to actually understand that your root is your root. When the Chiefs are down, they got to represent you, they got to support you. That is what Chidima has actually learned, and a lot of people are learning same from these particular lessons right now. Remember that Chidima was a contestant at the Miss South African, and a lot of people in South Africa were like against her, moving ahead with the competition because they knew that she may likely win at the end of the day. So a lot of people came up with different allegations and saying that her parents are not South Africans, automatically she's not South African, and they started bending policies and the rest. So we understand the xenophobia in South Africa that has affected them a lot to see beyond this kind of hate thing for other part of Africa. Instead, South Africans prefer white skin than the black skin and all those kind of things is something that is threatening the South African blacks because they don't have a hold on the economy, on the polity, and on major decisions in South Africa. I think a lot needs to be done with South Africa. That is something they need to actually understand about the rules right here. And Miss Chidima has come out to accept the offer from Nigeria Silverbird Group, and I think we need to listen to her. And we are so happy, excited about these kind of things. Let's catch a glimpse.
Hello everyone, my name is Chidima Vanessa Ono Adechina, and I cannot start off this video without expressing my gratitude to the incredible people who have shown me so much love and so much support. Now I have received an invitation from the Silverbird Group, who are the organizers of the Miss Universe Nigeria beauty pageant. And I say this with great excitement because I have decided to participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria 2024 beauty pageant. Now I understand the expectations and responsibilities that come with this title, and I am so excited to embark on this journey. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. And I'm looking forward to participating in Africa's most prestigious beauty pageant, Miss Universe Nigeria.
What can you make out of this? I want you to put that in the comment section because a lot of people are giving their opinion to this and it's becoming a trendy one. Chidima coming over to Nigeria to be in this competition right now is really, really interesting at the end of the day. Enough of that. Let's talk about some other things trending out on social media. Man, where some people they see money safe? That is something I'm really asking. Cubana chief priest built one of the biggest fast food outlets in Lagos and was really, really excited about it, showing it to his friends Davido. I think this is all interesting. A lot of people are quick to say, now drugs they do, now this one they do, now bad thing. So having money in Nigeria is not always legitimate to some people, but I think that this guy's business is paying off a good time because he has been involved in a very good nightlife, and this guy has different clubs, different brands across the federation, across the world, and he's been earning a lot of money and acquiring some, franchise and some real properties out there. So let's catch a glimpse of this. This guy is one of the richest Nigerian guy. That is something I kind of understand in terms of, the young Nigerians. I'm not talking about the OGs in the Nigerian billionaires world. Let's catch a glimpse. Guys, right now a lot of people have been coming at me ever since I interviewed Rema's uncle. That is something really interesting because some people are feeling that yes, the uncles or the family, they want to go close to Rema because of the money. So I don't seem to understand that because a lot of people I'm seeing around the world now, they see things, they see achievement, values in the eyes of material. If you not get money, you not get car, you not get house, better house, and all those kind of things, so you shut up, you don't have any value. That is how the Gen Zs always see life. I see life beyond that because I grew up in the village with a lot of wise people, elderly people, old people that, at their sick bed, I was still by their side, listening to them, and they taught me values of life. So when most of them grew old, they now realize that, man, all those things when we did hustle, because I happen to have most of them. When I finished my secondary school, I didn't have anywhere to go. I had most of them as friends. I was listening to the words of sages. So that is something I can tell you about life. When you start seeing life as value, from the value point, you will understand now, not be money, they make person become, happy or become something in life. Have you seen a situation where the gate man is happier than the oga of the house? So a lot of people will not really see life from that point of view. Let me tell you something. The uncle coming out about Rema is good. Rema actually made, it don't make him, and Rema needs to identify his root, because a lot of people are now raising some controversies about Rema. Rema said he's from Benin. Rema is not from Benin. Rema is from Igbanke, Onuyi, Ogbaho. That is where Rema is from. And a lot of people can understand that Rema's late dad is from that particular place. May his soul rest in peace. And this man has actually contributed to his family successes. That is something I got to understand from various interviews and other things. What the uncle is interested in is, yes, he's interested in Rema actually, reconciling with Rema. That is something, because he is the only surviving uncle from the paternal side, and it will not do him well to see the cousins, that is the children of the family, disintegrate. That is, he has not done a lot. Apart from the Rema is famous right now, needs to identify with his roots. Also, Rema has an opportunity right now to access more blessings from his father. You know how he's going to access it? He's going to honor his father and his father's people. That is the best way for Rema now to access the blessings of his father more. That is something I kind of understand about all of this. When we start saying, Rema this one did this one, Rema mama did this one, your uncle did this one, so that means we don't want a reconciliation. That is why I decided to put a stop to releasing much of the interviews, because it's going to inspire disagreement. I don't want a situation of that. So they've been trying to reach out to Rema's mom, and a lot of others. These people have been blocked off. So we are going to find another means. And from that particular place, so I understand that a lot of us don't run because they felt that they were ill-treated, when they were very young, when their father died, when their mother died, all those kind of things. A lot of us don't run and all those things. Me, I was ill-treated by even my family members, but that one not go say make I stop to the be a person from that particular place. If I have opportunity, I will still do something for my people. That is something I will tell you guys. So Rema needs to actually learn from it. Although he's a very young boy, and he will not understand until some elders start listening to some elders with great values. That is something I got to understand about this whole thing. What is your own take about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can talk about it proper.